Hi, this is Laura Ann Howell, COO of Reliance Partners. Today I'm with our EVP of International Logistics, Mark Vickers, and we'll be discussing supply chain efficiency and how to achieve that type of agility using innovative and nimble insurance products. Mark, welcome to the call. Excited to talk about this topic with you today.
Hey, happy to join you, LA. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, guys, my favorite thing to talk about, Reliance Partners. We are one of the fastest growing insurance agencies in the country. What's most notable about Reliance is that we focus specifically and exclusively in the transportation and logistics industries. We have 200 team members that work on transportation all day, every day. They are specialists in the space. More importantly than that, we have experienced this rapid growth on the back of technology. We bring innovative solutions to the marketplace to ensure that we are continuing to move at speed, the speed at which transportation and logistics wants and needs us to go. We understand the industry, we understand the market because we have all sat in those seats. I personally ran a flatbed fleet for several years. Mark, I know, has experience working in freight brokerage and international logistics. And so we're excited to talk about how the solutions we're bringing in to our clients make sense because we've sat in your seat before. We're strategically located across some of the most heavily trafficked freight corridors with a national client base of more than 5,000 transportation and logistics customers. We understand what's going on in the marketplace. It's ever changing and the demands on technology are growing every single day. Headquartered in Chattanooga, Tennessee, it's been a fun place to watch technology and transportation come together to drive solutions into the marketplace. Like I mentioned earlier, our team is comprised of 200 transportation and logistics specialists. More importantly than that, we have a highly diverse team, strategically serving the needs of our highly diverse client base. We sell and service in multiple languages, notably Spanish, Russian, and English, to make sure that we are exceeding expectations of all of our clients. Again, our job as an industry leader in transportation and logistics insurance is to understand the needs of our clients. To that end, finding solutions for the marketplace means understanding the marketplace. We understand that our clients need solutions that are customized to their specific business needs and use cases. We work with shippers, carriers, brokers, TMS providers, load boards to make sure we're driving solutions that meet their needs and to help them move at speed. A lot of the solutions that we bring to the market today are tech enabled. One of the buzzwords we talk about constantly is InsurTech. And all that means is finding a way to quickly distribute the insurance product to make sure that your supply chain needs are met and connected at speed.
Hey, LA, sorry to interject, but I've heard all different types of definitions over the past year on what InsurTech means. So, as the COO of Reliance Partners, how'd you define InsurTech?
Well, I'll give you a specific example of how we use technology to distribute insurance in an effective way. A lot of our companies, a lot of our clients are looking for the ability to specifically cover loads inside of a TMS system. They need coverage, excess coverage on that one load, and they need to expand their carrier network to ensure that they have those higher limits for those loads. So what we do, we build I'll call it a button. I'm sure that our technology leaders would not appreciate me calling it a button, but an API call to an insurance product that's powering the actual trip insurance or pay-as-you-go insurance product. So again, a specific example of an InsurTech solution is distributing insurance via API inside of a TMS system, ensuring that these shippers or the freight broker or the carriers can meet the specific insurance requirements to move freight fast. And that's what InsurTech means to us inside of transportation. Again, it has a broader definition, of course, but delivering insurance outside of traditional means through using technology is what InsurTech means to me as the COO of Reliance.
Got it. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. One thing I just referenced was purchasing coverage when you need it on that specific load where you need a higher limit. I would call that usage-based insurance, pay as you go. And that's one of the products that we have been bringing to market is finding solutions for companies as they need it. It allows shippers, brokers, carriers, whoever needs this type of coverage, the opportunity to use it when they need it. Again, we can integrate these types of solutions into technology environments, or we can distribute them using, traditional reporting methods. Whatever works for our client, we will make it work. We want to meet your needs. We see usage-based insurance consumed and distributed domestically, cross-border, and internationally across various modes and different lines of coverage: cargo, excess cargo, LTL, truckload, you name it, trailer liability, we can do it. The reason Mark is really the expert in this space is because he has deep roots in the cross-border and international freight world. So I want to pitch it over to Mark to let him talk about what usage-based insurance and InsurTech means to him, and how his work at Borderless Coverage plays in really nicely with the type of solutions we're bringing to the transportation market today. So Mark, I'm going to pitch it over to you, let you talk about Borderless Coverage.
Hey, thanks a lot, LA. Your review of Reliance Partners' tech-enabled solutions, especially usage-based insurance, I actually think you should coin the term UBI, plays really nicely into my topic today. And as LA stated, my name is Mark Vickers. Before really getting into Borderless Coverage, I spent about 8 years in leadership as a freight broker with one of the largest freight brokerages in the United States. And you'll find that with their leadership team at Reliance Partners, we speak trucking. But in freight brokerage, I participated in cross-border trade quite a bit, and the industry really calls the cross-border shipping industry between the United States and Mexico as the black hole. And they call it the black hole due to a couple reasons. One is visibility. And this slide shows you how many hands touch a load every single time it's moved. There are multiple warehouses. There's oftentimes multiple carriers, including a drayage carrier. There's also inspections. So it's hard to get pure visibility on where your freight's at. The second piece is that there's almost no access to Mexican cargo insurance. And as a freight broker, that was one of the biggest pain points for me, is my clients in the United States were asking me as a freight broker to supply them with Mexican cargo insurance. And I didn't have a way to do it. So with a number of partners, I spent multiple years putting together this program called Borderless Coverage. And I'll get into what that means in a little bit. But cross-border shipping can be difficult for even the most seasoned vet. And for decades, the cross-border shipping industry has really been an underserved market in general, but even more of an underserved insurance market. However, we've spent the time to bring proper cross-border risk management to market for a variety of reasons that we find is obvious. So 14,000 shipments are moved across the U.S.-Mexico border through the port of Laredo every day. And Laredo exchanges the title of #1 busiest port in the United States back and forth with the port of Los Angeles. 69% of all exports into Mexico are moved by truck. The total value of shipments moving across the border is $160 million, which is a 72% increase over the last decade. And I didn't even mention the current geopolitical events that are spiking the increase in trade between the United States and Mexico. But those do include the U.S.-China trade war, the tariff war, the implementation of USMCA, and the pandemic. They've all increased nearshoring and the amount of trade done between the United States and Mexico. So our motto as Borderless Coverage has been and continues to be to reduce the cost and friction associated with cross-border trade. So we serve carriers. And when I talk about carriers, I'm talking about trucking companies, brokers, so freight brokers, 3PLs, and customs brokers, shippers, as well as TMS groups, transportation management software and systems, by providing them all direct and automated access to all risk, shipper's interest, cross-border, international and Mexican cargo insurance. So this product didn't exist, but now we're bringing it to market in an automated fashion. And with no volume commitment from you, you can offer this all-risk coverage for your cargo on a per load, per project, or annual basis. We can cover all commodities with values all the way up to $5 million per shipment from the moment of pickup in the United States until final delivery in Mexico, or the moment of pickup anywhere in the world till final delivery anywhere in the world. Or you can just get certain legs of the trip covered, including Mexico only. So with our business growing, we were approached with many different North American insurance groups with different investment inquiries. They wanted to understand how they could get into the cross-border insurance market because the need has continued to grow with the increase of trade. And after great deliberation, I felt that Reliance Partners was the obvious choice for borderless coverage because of its track record for bringing practical and tech-enabled insurance solutions to market, matched with their dedication to cross-border trucking and logistics. So in February of this year, Borderless Coverage was acquired by Reliance. And together, we now offer domestic, North American cross-border, and international insurance and consulting. And our usage-based products can connect directly to your TMS through a simple API connection, or if you don't even have a TMS, which is perfectly fine, you can use our simple proprietary portal. So you can get the coverage you need when you need it. You can obtain excess cargo insurance. You can obtain Mexican cargo insurance. You can obtain international cargo insurance whenever you need it without any volume commitment. So our business is built on servicing the fast-paced transportation logistics community. So now that you've heard from our COO in LA and myself, we encourage you to give us a call to learn more about how we can collaboratively improve your domestic and international risk management and your bottom line. Thanks.
Mark, thank you so much for that. Again, like Mark mentioned, we look forward to hearing from you and finding ways that Reliance Partners and Borderless Coverage can drive value for your organization. Have an awesome afternoon.